Oh, okay.
Just now. Boop. There we are. Oh, I have the Tuesday before.
Oh, did we move it to Tuesday?
That's what I have on the calendar.
Uh,
If that's not good, just let me know.
Let me just go back.
Because I'm pretty sure that I could do Wednesday.
Thanksgiving.
Oh, we have a generator. Good. Oh
Oh, I can do either.
yeah, I can do either. Two.
You want to leave it for Wednesday, and if you have to change it,
Sure. Yeah,
we'll
that's
change it.
perfect. Yeah, awesome.
Only because Wednesday is sort of like the day that we normally change
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Although our chat room's so good.
Yes.
Look
Hey
at all these
guys,
people that
welcome to the
remembered.
late show of the Giz Wiz.
Well, early evening. It's only
Right.
30 minutes.
Right, exactly.
But it worked out perfect. I got home like 20 to 8, and I had time to set up, so it was perfect.
Perfect. And then the first CES video, should that be full screen or do you want me to play that in YouTube?
It's whatever you want.
Okay, cool.
It's Gary making what he calls a major announcement that I don't quite understand. But we'll see. Hey, Dale. Happy choo-choo, pal. Free drinks and chips. They're out, PC guy. The virtual bar is off to your left. Unless you're west of the Mississippi, the virtual bar is to the right. We find that it keeps the crowds down that way.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Refresh this. Oh, there we are, live as can be.
Alive! Alive!
Alive, oh. Hey, Ben. Flipper. Great to see many of you folks. Dun, dun, dun.
One more video.
As well you should, Spike.
Trying to think what's new. What happened new? I feel like I've just been working so much last week, and I didn't do anything except for work.
Oh, I guess you could mention that dreadful thing you're going to have with YouTube.
Oh my gosh.
But you know what? It really doesn't affect me.
No.
Because my stuff is not for kids.
Right.
I mean, basically, it's not for adults either. So,
wait, we can get into it because.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
How do you say
we'll
it?
Talk about that.
Copa? I forget how you say it out loud.
Oh, what's that?
Copa?
The new
Copa?
The new
Copacabana.
You can see where our heads are
Patrons
at.
chat. Hey, Twitch chat, good to see ya. Now I have that stuck in my head. Okay, I think I'm ready to go. Unless if we want to stay on time, we can chill for 3 minutes.
Whatever you.
Oh, you know what? I'm not.
Wait,
am I ready? Here, let me check my videos. I don't even know.
Oh, okay.
Is this gonna play?
Eyeball.
Perfect.
Hey, Diggy
Right.
D.
Nice. Nice.
Okay,
That's all
and
the
the
videos
rest you're
we have,
playing
right?
off.
Yeah. The other ones.
Yeah, the other ones
YouTube
you're playing
videos.
off the companies. Yeah.
Yep.
Or yeah.
And I'll do the CES one that way too.
Two. Okay, very good.
Hey, Pack and W. Yeah, let's start 2 minutes early.
Okay. Works for me. So I have 3 things from CES unveiled.
Nice.
You have your second tiny cheap gadget.
Tiny gadget.
And then we have a viewer video with old stuff.
Old stuff. Recording. 3, 2. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, we have 3 gadgets from CES unveiled. I have another micro mini gadget, and this one will surprise you and your videos that are old gadgets. All next on the Giz Wiz.
It's the Salem Show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now, and here he is, your mountain man for the mountain of gadgets that you're about ready to get. Dick D. Bartolo. How you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing good, sir. And you?
Doing good myself. Doing very good.
Excellent.
Yeah. Well, we're recording this one. I don't know why I like to talk about what's going on in the moment, because anyone watching after the fact, I don't know. I like to bring them into the live show. We're recording this one
okay.
a tiny bit late. I don't know.
Yeah, 28 minutes late
Yeah.
because I went to a Pepcom show called Well Now, which is about health gadgets. And actually, I found 3 things that we'll use on next week's show. The one thing I don't like about Well Now is that they keep up the theme of Well Now with the caterers. So there is nothing warm, nothing hot, no meat, no frankfurters, no hot dogs.
Everything was under 100 calories.
It was gluten-free cookies.
Yeah.
Turkey wraps was.
And you looked at all that food and went, well now.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly. Well now, maybe I won't come next year. Yeah. But they had a monster salad bar, and I found a few fun things, so it was certainly worth it. But it was not the run around. What turkey? What table has the turkey and the stuffing?
Where's the cheese
over
dip?
there? They have the ham.
Yes,
yeah. Where's the ravioli table?
That's funny. That is very funny. I was thinking that they were gonna go with like, over, like, I don't know, nurses dressed up or like syringes of like
that kind of
drinks or something. I don't know. I thought they were gonna go for the hospital theme.
No. This is to stay healthy, so you don't have to have the nurses.
Exactly. Because this is Pepcom, right?
This was Pepcom.
Yeah, because
exactly.
they always do a theme. They like to theme their events.
Exactly.
Awesome.
And so you tweeted something that suddenly had me worried, and then I found out I don't have to be worried, but you do.
You don't have to be worried, I don't think, unless if you plan on making cartoons anytime soon.
No.
But no.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know how to pronounce it out loud. COPPA, but COPPA, which is the Child Online Protection, some another act. Basically, this has been in effect for a while. This is a law that's been around for a long time. It's one of the reasons that many websites will not allow people who are under 13 to use their website, because this law states that a company cannot gather data on a child who is under 13. And this has been, like I said, it's been around for a while. And if you are going to collect data on that child, you need the parents' permission before you do it. So like, I remember having to go through a whole, when I was super young, on things like Neopets. They have a whole system so that your parents can sign a child up and then they can collect data on, and the data is like pretty simple stuff, like saving a playlist or something like that. So what's happened is there's been a lawsuit against YouTube. This is already passed and it's already happened. And because of that lawsuit, YouTube had to create the system so that they can make sure to shut off tracking of children much more in depth than they are right now. And right now it's basically like, don't sign up for an account if you're 13 years or older or younger. And now they're going much more in depth into it. And what this means for creators is, weirdly, a lot of the responsibility has been put onto the individual content creator about their content. So now, as a creator, I have to label my content as appealing to children. And if it does appeal to children, then YouTube will strip the video of any type of personalized ad. It'll shut off certain features that are normally on YouTube videos, like comments or saving to a playlist. Basically, it takes any data collection away from that specific video or that specific content creator if you say that all of your content appeals to children. So I'm in a weird gray area because my content could appeal to children. I don't make my content specifically to target 13 and younger, but there's a chance that a child who is 13 or younger could watch my videos.
Now we're talking about probably Minecraft, right?
Right, because I make Minecraft videos. Now, the thing is that they do describe appealing, they have some terms for appealing to children, and they are pretty, to be honest, it's not the type of content that I make. It's like, must have cartoon characters, child actors, that sort of stuff. It's like Nick Jr., like, it's really Nick Jr. level. So I think I'm in the clear because none of my content does that. It doesn't target children in that way of, there's a whole bunch of different, ways that they describe child-focused content. Here's the kicker, though, is that, so I've went ahead and said my content is not specifically designed to target children. So I've set that for my channel. YouTube is going to use their own algorithms, machine learning, to determine whether or not they think that the content appeals to children. And so they may flip a switch and says, yep, this content, that appeals to children, and we're going to determine that we do that. By the way, turning off personalized ads would also turn off 80% of revenue that comes from these type of videos. So we're talking a lot of revenue lost. I totally made that number up, by the way.
Yeah, okay, right.
But that's really where you get most of your income, because an ad company is bidding on a certain type of audience, and that's where you get your ads from. And so the ad company has no idea what type of audience they're going to get. They're not going to spend a whole bunch of money for that ad, and so you lose a ton of revenue by turning off personalized ads. The kicker is that machine algorithms could just say, hey, you chose wrong, and we're going to turn on this feature that, none of the personalized ads or that sort of stuff. And then the other kicker is it's been floated out there because it's apparently written in the law. I have not read this law myself. I've only seen this from other people's tweets and secondhand. But there's a $46,000 fine if you are caught violating the law, which would be applied to the creator. Once again, I haven't read that for myself. I have not verified that, but that's also the terrifying thing, that a creator, because they make content that children might watch, that's the doomsday sort of scare tactic angle of all this, is that, okay, someone who's young watched my video and now I'm, hit with this huge fine as the creator. So anyway, that's
does it matter if you don't have any ads on your videos?
So if you don't run ads, it matters less, because a lot of YouTubers are freaking out because this will directly hit their bottom line.
Right.
It still matters, because the content that YouTube would automatically serve, if they thought that your content wasn't going to go to a child, is going to include things like comments. And so if a child under 13 commented on that video, then they would be in violation of the law. So if you don't run ads, you still should mark your content as appealing to children. That way they can turn off all of those external features. So people can't add your video to playlists. They can't there's all these weird things that are basically collecting data, collecting a user account on someone. So yeah.
No, I was in there and I checked that my content, this is the videos that I make for this show and just for laughs. I checked off that they don't appeal to children or adults. So
there you go.
I'm totally in the clear.
Completely covered.
I said possibly a few animals, but I can't verify that. So I don't think they'll trouble me.
So here's their list of, according to the FCC's guidelines, here's children are the primary audience, factors described below. And so here are all the factors, like subject matter of the video, whether children are your intended actual audience.
No.
It includes child actors.
Well, first of all, it said educational content. We're out right there.
This isn't educational at all. So there's a whole bunch of factors, and I think I'm in this weird gray area, but I'm...
Yes, I can see.
I'm more on the side of, to be honest, I don't make my content to go only to children. There is YouTubers out there that do, like Ryan's Toy Reviews and that sort of stuff, where they make content that is so obviously made for kids. They use cartoons in their animations and all that sort of stuff that is directly focused on children. So luckily, I'm like, whew, I don't think I qualify. But it is terrifying. I mean, it just really kind of highlights how shaky of ground online content creators stand on. There's no... Yeah. We don't own the platform. We don't really own anything other than our own videos. But if the network that we use to publish those videos doesn't like us anymore, nothing you can do. Yeah, should have gotten a normal job. So yeah. So that's been the drama for me over the last week.
Yeah.
Is there more? Isn't there some like CES stuff that kind of went down?
Yeah. Well, you know what? It was CES unveiled, and it was last Thursday, and it's kind of fun because they bring you up to date as to what CES is going to be like 2020, and to them and maybe to the exhibitors, it's very exciting, but to the press, it's more of us sitting in the back row and rolling your eyes when you hear that there are 4,500 companies exhibiting from 120 countries. There is 6,000 registered members of the press. All this means is that you're not going to be able to walk anywhere, do anything. And it was also a major announcement. So luckily, the CES PR department took all of the speeches and made them into a 7-minute video. And I made that into a 90-second video. And then I added 40 seconds of a little video from CES 2019 so people can realize it's not the glamorous thing that they think it is. So here's a 2-minute and 20-second video. Starting out with Gary
Major announcement. You should be at the edge of your seats at this point. Because we're actually going to be doing something, and there's people here today with the World Bank, focused on how to use technology to solve world's global problems. We will join forces with the World Bank, which is a source of financial and technical assistance to developing countries around the world. And what we're doing, we're working with them to focus on the biggest problems that we could encounter in the world, including health, including gender barriers and tech that enables resilience, because we need resilience. And that's part of the CES increasingly is resilience. And resilience means you could withstand varied bad things that happen. It involves localism, it involves smart cities, it involves so many things because of climate change, because of others. We have to be more resilient. I look forward to seeing you at CES. It's the biggest, coolest, funnest, largest business event, tech event in the world.
And so this is a little bit of CES unveiled, and it was very noisy there. It's very hard to shoot, but CES had photographers, and we used some of their video. And so this is the event. It takes place at the Metro Pavilion. And I'm going to talk about the Roby robots. That's one of the things I picked. I'm going to talk about the new Aibo from Sony. Now, this is 2019. So this is what it's like in the hallway.
Yeah.
As you try to get in some of the exhibits. Now, the exhibits are like overwhelming. I think this was LG with like 10,000 monitors. But just walking from place to place, you could play ping pong against a robot if you don't mind being 57th in line to do that. There's a lot of business to business people displaying there. And amazingly, a USA Today newspaper picked CES as one of the best 10 car shows in America. So,
and it's like as the actual car show is going on, like CES is also in Vegas doing the same thing, but like huge.
Yes, exactly. The North Hall used to be all the mom and pop accessories, and then more and more cars took over, and now the mom and pop accessories are like an aisle against the far wall, and the rest is all monster car displays. So that is a huge part of CES is the automobile business. And so the one thing I saw, it's a year away, but I thought it was just amazing.
The folding mate. No, sorry. No.
The thing called Hard Hero, and I'll let the CEO of Hard Hero explain it. And this is him.
My name is Gary Montague, the CEO and founder of Heart Hero, and formerly a CIA medical officer. As a CIA medical officer, my job was to make sure that my team went home to their families. Now, my passion in running and founding this AED company is to make sure that sudden cardiac arrest victims go home to their families. Sudden cardiac arrest, it's a massive problem. It kills more people than breast, lung, colon, and prostate cancer each year in the United States combined. But we don't talk about it because it is so matter of fact. It is so instantaneous in what happens. 1 minute your family's happy and you're planning for your future and what's your next vacation. The next minute they're trying to figure out what coffin to put you in. The solution is an AED. An AED works, but it's not in the homes. And I think that that is a travesty. This AED will revolutionize the industry. It is easy to use, it's portable, it's affordable. It's gonna cost less than half of what's on the market today. The impact that we will have is huge on a global scale. This is the butterfly effect. The people that we save, could they go on to cure cancer or Alzheimer's? Or more importantly, could they go on to just spending another 20 to 30 years with their family? And is there anything more important than that? Heart Hero is selling more than just a device. We're selling hope.
That is actually really cool. So
yeah, I spoke to the guy, and he said, I said, do you have a vague price in mind? And he said, the cheapest AED now is $1,600.
Yeah.
And he said, so we're shooting for half that. We're shooting for 800. Mm-hmm. And he said, then when people start buying them, we hope to get it down to like $499.99.
Yeah.
So they could really be a mass market thing. But I said, what about the fear of people using it? And he said, well, first of all, when you put the pads on somebody, it instantly checks the heart rate. It will not give the person a shock unless it can do something.
Right.
If the person has passed on, he said you can't kill them again. The thing is the size of a book, and I said to him, I said, so is this prototype kind of what it will look like? And he said, no, this is it. He said, this is what we have. He said, it is all of the permits and all of the testing that we will have to go through to market it directly to the public. And he said that could be up to a year before. But I thought, you know what? If that was in your home and someone fell on the ground clutching their chest, my God, I would use that in a second.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah. I mean, I just like the one thing that's going through my mind is like, get it cheaper, get it cheaper, get it cheaper.
Yes, exactly.
You know, it's like this, it seems so simple. Battery to shock someone, you know, sensors, make sure the heart's not going, give it to them. But I'm sure that regulation is insane.
And yes,
licensing
insane.
And all that, these sort of stuff. I can't imagine.
And lawsuits and insurance and yeah. And the other thing I thought, like, you know, maybe in this building I could put a sign in the hall, and say, does every apartment want to put in $100, for us to install one of these in the hallway?
That's really what I feel like is a huge thing here. Is if it's only $800, more companies would be able to supply them too. So, you know, your local restaurant would be able to have one instead of your local mall, you know, which does at the moment. You know, so they'd be much more ubiquitous whenever you're out in public. But gosh, getting them in the home, that is such a good mission.
Yes, and there are some ways they're reimbursable. I don't even know what the initials are. Reimbursable by HSA and FSA. I'm not sure what those things are, but possibly it's a way to get it paid for by the government. But that's the most exciting thing I've seen in a long time is. To be able to, and it also, you pair it to your phone, and it also instantly sends messages to the nearest EMS to come over.
That is
so
awesome.
that when they're revived, they can pick up where you left off. I think it's just a great idea.
Yeah, that's awesome. HSA is, I hope I'm not, that's the health savings account. That's where you put it in before taxes, so you could spend it on a health savings account. You could use that money. Hello, kitty.
That would be great.
Yeah,
Kitty says, "You're getting me one. You're getting me one."
Exactly. She's like, "I'm sorry. It's been 20 minutes, and I need my attention." I love that. That is incredible. It's just absolutely incredible, and wish them. Make it cheaper.
Yeah, exactly. Well, first get it approved.
My life might depend on it. Let's go.
Yes, all our lives might depend on it.
That is awesome.
Okay, do you remember the Sony Aibo?
The Sony Aibo.
The Aibo was the Sony robotic dog.
Oh my gosh! This is like from the early
1990.
2000s?
Yes,
1999.
1999. Sony came out with the Aibo. Now, I was kind of thinking it was like a gimmicky toy, and maybe a lot of people feel that. But then the PR people said, take a look at this video. So I'm going to show the video, and I'll show a little 1-minute video I made with Aibo. And then during all of this, and no one look online, come up with a price. How much is the new Aibo? Okay, so the Aibo was discontinued for a very long time, and then I believe early this year, maybe as late as August, the new Aibo came out. And so let's see 2 little videos and then see how much the Aibo is. So the first one is Sony's.
Okay, here we go. Oop. Oh, 1 second. Music, go. There you go.
Yep. I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
The Bronx.
You know what I'm saying?
I live on the Upper East Side.
Maybe surprised, but I'm never shocked.
Let's try and do this the most glamorous way as possible.
I can hear
There's
it.
the Ibo.
And it's like one of the, oh.
I feel kind of skeptical.
Okay, just a little scared.
Oh.
Oh my God. Ibo?
You're a star in the making.
Okay, this I've never seen before.
Oh.
Lego. Can I take it home with me?
Sure, open your wallet.
Yes. Okay. So this is my little interaction with Ibo from
Okay, here we go.
CES Unveiled.
Hey, Diggy D, so here we are.
That's not it. This is it.
Ibo, I love doggies. Ibo. There's a problem. Uh-oh. Yeah. Whoa. Here comes competition, Ibo.
So there's a second Ibo who is sleeping on his charging pad and obviously cannot wake up.
Oh, not his tail.
Was he a hit? It sounds like there's lots of people around checking
Lots
him
of
out.
people.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
Yeah, you're the Giz Wiz guy. Yeah, no, don't back up. No. Ibo, what are you backing up? You're electric. Oh, Ibo. Come on, buddy. Yes, come on. Yeah, do it for Chad.
You see, now you see how I got Ibo.
That's hilarious.
Ibo likes yeah.
That's his
So-
juice. That's how he, stays charged.
But they are actually pitching this to adults as a
Yeah.
companion. That with all the new AI technology and new senses, that Ibo can be very, very interactive. And I watched some videos online. There are people who have bought every different model and color of Ibo, but the original Ibo was kind of astounding at the time. 1999, it was $14.99. So what's your guess as to the new Ibo, since you've never seen one before?
Yeah.
I'll go
I
look at the
remember
chat.
that the original one was expensive. You just said $14.99. I'm gonna
Right.
guess like it's still up there, but maybe they've lowered it a bit, so maybe just like straight 1,000, maybe.
We have 4,000, 1,200. We have a couple of 1,500s. We have Beatmaster comes in at 2,000, $185. Chat room. I think you don't know Sony. It is coming in at $28.99.
Oh my gosh! You could buy the new 16-inch MacBook Pro for that. That's an Apple product.
$2,900.
Almost $3,000.
Yeah. Nick D says, does Ibo double as a defibrillator? Now that would be good.
There you go.
If you could take his ears
An
and put them on your
AED. Yeah, there you
chest.
go.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. 25 cents on Alibaba's story, D. That's pretty much. That's quite the price. Holy moly.
Yeah. Well, and since now, he has Wi-Fi, he comes with 3 years of upgrades so that he will always be able to do different things. I'm looking here. Bleak said there's a $27 a month plan. Yeah. I know. It seems pricey. The thing is, I guess Sony's very clever. I think they made them like 1,000 at a time when they first came out, and they would like sell them out instantly because there was like a given number.
Right.
So I have no idea exactly how they're selling this, but I mean, he's cute, but I don't think he's $2,900.
It's, that's like a purebred. Like, it's getting like a real dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, you can get paw pads for $10.
Yeah. I mean, could they not throw those in?
Yeah, you'd think.
And then is the dog dish up there? The newest thing is Feed Ibo. I guess it's not there. And there's a little separate video there. You could just start running it because it's sort of clever, but it's sort of clever, but it's very gimmicky. Oh, it's in the list of videos I sent you.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
And so what it is that you feed him, and even though there it is. Okay. So you feed him, but if you use your phone will see food in the bowl.
Oh.
And then as Ibo eats on your phone, the food is disappearing. So, I mean, it's wildly gimmicky.
Yeah.
I mean,
so they're using augmented reality so he can munch on food.
Exactly. On food. So, anyway, so chat room, if you want to rush out and get one before they sell out.
The only way that I would ever be able to say yeah, sure, I understand it, is I guess if I live with one for a month.
Yeah.
Because my expectation is he's going to get old after a day. You're going to see all the animations he does after a day, and you're going to be like, okay.
Well, the thing is that they say that he will react differently with everybody who buys him because the different senses react to different things that people do.
Got it.
I mean, my guess is if you bought one, Charlie would wreck it the second night thinking, who wants this thing in the house?
Or he'd walk down the stairs by accident, and then there goes Ibo.
Yeah.
Definitely get the warranty on him, the accident protection warranty. I mean, I'm watching the animations here just on the website, and it is kind of amazing how much, how much he can do. His little legs wiggle in the back.
Yeah, and his eyes are very cute. His eyes are very expressive, and but
I don't see it. I mean, I'd be afraid that it'd be like, what was the there's a tiny little thing made by the car company.
Oh yes, he looked like Wally from the movie.
Yes. And that was super cute and great. He was expensive too, but once again,
it was $189. Yeah.
After you spend some time with him, it's like, okay, there's nothing else to do. It's not a dog, he's gonna get into repetition, and I don't.
Anyway, all right. Well, okay. Now I have something else.
Does it work with Alexa? That'd be great.
Oh,
hey Ibo, order me some cat food.
Wait a minute. What did I just? What was I just reading that it's soon going to be working with Alexa? Was it Ibo?
That would have been.
It was something. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. Okay, so in that little video, we saw a little robot, and it's called Roby Robot, and this is what he can do. This is the company video about Roby Robot.
Roby the robot.
Yes.
Meet Royby.
Royby. Sorry.
It creates personalized lessons for language learning, STEM activities, and helps with speech delay and more based on your child's individual learning pace.
Hello, friend. How was your day?
Royby teaches your children through daily lessons, conversations, and by playing with them. Royby sees when your child is happy or sad
knock, knock.
And initiates a friendly conversation with her.
Royby.
This emotional support leads to happier and more motivated children who perform better in academics. Royby can interact with more than one child, and using facial recognition can greet each of them individually.
What was that? Hello, John.
And as your child grows up, Royby does too. It learns and develops alongside your child. Royby is a great companion for your child, but most importantly, it is access to a huge, cloud-based, ever-developing, and state-of-the-art educational curriculum. Your children will always be engaged and happy with Royby.
That is the question.
Back our campaign on Indiegogo.
Now, we should say that we are marketing this to adults. This has nothing to do with children.
Yeah. There is something just feels wrong about that entire product. Something just is like rubs me the wrong way.
Oh, how interesting.
About everything. There's this weird subtext of let the robot parent for you. Like, am I crazy or am I the only one who feels that way?
No. The thing was, I was a little disappointed is the woman at the show said, and he teaches you 7 languages. And if you go on the website, it says right now it's English and 1 language. And in the middle of next year is another, and the end of next year. And it's like 4 years before your kid will be grown. Your kid will be an adult by the time the 7 languages come out. I don't know. I thought it was kind of interesting that the camera can see if the kid is happy or sad. I don't know. Is it too much?
It's just like, there was definitely like I got a weird feeling watching that entire video. I don't know where it's coming from, but I think it was like, okay, if your child is feeling sad, why leave it up to the robot? Go in there and talk to your child.
Oh, that's interesting.
You know? That was,
and it comes with a camera blocker, so they must have already gotten some feedback that people don't want a robot that can
and that voice is, they need to work on that, because that is like the creepiest little voice I have ever heard. I get this one is not for me. That's
okay. That's okay. Oh, all right. Well, what you get for price?
Expensive as heck, and probably a monthly service as on top of that. I'm gonna guess $300 for the Roby, and then like $20 a month.
Well, you're dead on for the price.
Really?
You're dead on. $299.99.
Nice, very nice.
I'm not going to penalize you for the 1 penny. You know, they didn't talk about.
It might not, be a monthly service.
I think the lessons are included, but I'm not sure. No, my feeling is that first of all, when they say the first robot in the world that teaches kids things, isn't it like the 700th robot in the world that teaches kids things? Exactly. And when I say kids, I'm talking about adults. There's nothing to do.
When I say kids, I mean 13 and older, actually. Yes.
That's exactly right.
Right. I mean, here's the thing: is there was a few things that it mentioned talking about like learning, handy, or I shouldn't say. Anyway, I'm sure that this product there is a child out there that would greatly, grow with this type of product, and I'm sure that there's some parents out there that are screaming at their podcast going, this is exactly what my child needs. They connect better with a robot than they do with other people, and this type of learning is perfect. And so I don't want to knock it too bad, because I feel like there's a use case out there for it. Just not on the surface level for me, not for me.
No, okay.
I wouldn't use it. That's what I'm trying to say.
So basically, you're not going to get a gift from me this Christmas, but that's okay.
Darn it. Dang.
Anyway, so those are the 3 things that I found at CES unveiled, and you and I are going out there to gaze through 45 to 50,000 more.
We didn't even talk about that whole weird World Bank announcement. That feels like something straight out of a boardroom. Like that is like
yes. We should.
Wow,
I'm thinking.
exciting.
I'm thinking. Wait a minute.
Why do I care?
With the World Bank, we're going to solve climate change.
How does a tech convention, like you guys are, stick to the tech, stick to the fact that this is the Consumer Electronics Show.
No, that was the same thing. As I was watching it, thinking, what is the connection here?
Yeah.
I didn't get it either.
That was like out of La La Land. It was like, okay, there has no connection with reality at all. It's like, I I don't know. I've talked to those business types. They're just like, you know, we're doing crazy stuff. We're going to change the world because we have this technology that will blah, 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 blah. And you're like, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna change the climate back to the way it was with a million robies.
With the World Bank. Yeah.
With the World Bank.
It's like,
I know.
Okay. Cool. With that, I think
okay, let's hope they don't watch this and cancel our press passes.
CES, we love you.
Oh, we love it. We love it. And the World Bank, best idea they've ever had.
Yeah, exactly.
We're behind that 100, 1,000%.
100,000%. Can't wait. I was just thinking today, gosh, when is the World Bank going to solve my technology issues?
Yeah. Well, now that CES is behind them, it's I would say by February the 3rd.
Yeah, definitely.
That is so. Okay. Leaving the world of CES unveiled and moving into a smaller place called Chad's Crappy Corner.
Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it.
Before we jump too far into
Pack and W said, now with global saving technology. That's this.
That's what we need. That's what
okay.
By the way, you know, I mentioned that the cats actually do like the cat backpack. Ever since we covered that,
oh my gosh!
I left it up here, but Waffles is just chilling in it. Told you they like it.
She's like, she thinks she's on TV.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, ooh, this is the bubble. This is.
Wow! Look at I'm in a picture tube.
They like it. Okie dokie. So today on Tiny Gadgets, I have this little guy, and I recorded a video earlier about it. And you'll be able to tell exactly what this is in the video. So let's jump in.
Hey Diggy D, so here we are with this week's Tiny Gadget. And here it is, an itty bitty microphone that should be able to plug into your phone. Now, obviously I have a phone that...
Remember the audio quality right now, by the way.
Obviously, but I guess now it's obvious. Explained it. So I needed to get a dongle. So I just spent the last 20 minutes getting a stupid dongle to plug into my phone because this uses a normal headphone jack. So let's unbox it and plug it in.
So this is a test of the teeny tiny microphone to see if this is actually capturing with this instead of the camera mic.
Oh,
okay. So I'm kind of amazed that it's actually fairly good quality, that it actually doesn't sound absolutely horrible. Yeah, so if I get it really close to my mouth, I can talk right into it. It looks obviously hilarious. The line for it is like no more than 3 feet. So the string to the camera kind of makes it not useful for, like, say, CES or anything like that. But and then I highly here. You know what? Let's see if it does any off-axis rejection. 1 second. Okay, so I'm simulating inside of a CES-like environment where there's lots of sound in the background. This is a cheering crowd for how great the Giz Wiz is. So that's test number 1. Okay, so obviously you could use this for a karaoke situation because this has the microphone, and then on the other end it has a headphone jack, so you could plug in your headphone and you could listen to the music and then sing along with the music at the same time. So there is not a specific app that the makers of this microphone have. They don't develop their own app. They just suggest other apps to use. So you can go to kickerlandminimic.com and then they'll give you a list of apps that will work with this microphone setup. I don't know, like I didn't expect this to be anything at all. Obviously it's hilarious. This is like almost the perfect Giz Wiz microphone because it's so itty bitty and funny. But the Kickerland mini karaoke microphone works. So good review. So I
think it sounds pretty good.
I'm like shocked.
Isn't it like $10 or something?
Yeah, it's super cheap. It's $11. Yeah, it was crazy cheap. So
I saw it on Amazon and I thought,
yeah, I'm kind of amazed. Now, the off-axis rejection thing that I did, it's a little hard to tell just how well it would work in a very loud situation. because I don't know. It just didn't seem to. I'm worried about that test, I guess I should say. But yeah, it kind of worked way better than I expected.
Wow. And I just bought a mic cable with a headphone jack at the end, which is great because when you plug the mic directly into the phone, you have to unplug the mic in order to hear any playback. But when you have that kind of a mic, the mic can stay plugged in and you can listen to playback through a headset. That's great. And this is the second Kikaland thing. I told you.
Yeah.
Kikaland has a boat at the marina.
Yeah.
1125. That is astounding.
Yeah. And then this is that little website that I mentioned, kickerlandminimic.com. So it has some instructions, and then that's kind of it. So if you want to set it up that way, there you go.
Belve said it's just a condenser chip. Yeah, but it works.
It's working. I mean, it's not the best. It's not like PR40 level, but
no,
I'm impressed. Well, I thought it was better than nothing. You could even hear it, blown when I got it a little too close to my mouth. But kind of impressed with the Kickerland mini mic. There you go. And
people are saying, why would you have a mic for a phone? Because in a crowded area, a mic is 10 times, but that mic is probably 10 times better than what your phone mic is outside or in a crowded room.
Yeah.
Phone mics just pick up absolutely everything. And that mic, even though it's tiny, is going to isolate.
If you want to risk it, here's one for $1.40 at most. On Alibaba.
Gosh.
You can get it in blue, pink, or silver. There you go.
Oh my.
Oh, the one that ships from the United States is only 78 cents. There you go.
Are you kidding me? Oh, I'm sorry you got one because this would have been my Christmas present for
Look
you.
at that. Yeah.
Maybe Josh is in Washington. I'll get him one.
How much is shipping? Shipping does cost $10.
Oh. That takes a little bit. Oh, it's $10.50.
Yeah, a little the wind out of the sails. Free shipping from China. It's $1.40. It'll come in a month, but it's still only $1.40
Oh my
to get it from China. There you go. Free shipping. Look at that.
That is really amazing.
That's hilarious.
I tell you, it's amazing.
With that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy. Together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Okay, our letter of the week is from Adam Jakowski, Jakowenko. Oh, so it's not. So it's Jakowenko, not the other name. Anyway, his email is Jacko, so I'll just say Jacko. Dick and Chad, I was watching episode. Okay. Episode 1750, where you talked about the problem with Amazon leaving packages outside. I thought I'd share a solution. They came up with a 4-way solution. They purchased a package drop box that installs in the garage door from a company called D-Vault. Then they used an online company called Fast Signs, and they made a custom sign that they put on the fence, and we'll show you that picture. Then they signed up. Do you know about Amazon Key? All right, so this is the thing they installed in the wall.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Then they went to an online sign company, and they had this sign made. Okay.
Wow.
That used the wall drop to the left, the larger items, ring the bell for help. And then they have a dog who
delivery.
Likes to tear up boxes. Then they bought a Nest Hello doorbell, which recognizes people and Google has recently added package detection technology.
Oh my gosh.
That lets you know when a package has been left on the ground.
Wow.
Yeah. So between the Dropbox, the Sign, the doorbell, and Amazon Key. I'd never heard about this. We signed up for Amazon Key. If you have a smart garage opener, Amazon can actually open our garage door and deliver packages. This only works with Amazon.
Wow.
But it does help. So between the Dropbox, the Sign, the doorbell, Amazon Key, we now have a 95% success rate with getting their packages.
That is too cool.
That is, yeah. He said the other 10% of the people are too much of a rush. They don't see the box. They don't read the sign. They don't ring the bell. These people are lost cause. What are you going to do?
Right.
Anyway, love the show. Keep it up. Adam in San Diego. Adam, you really are a problem solver. Now, you must have spent some money. Can you go to that website, Chad?
Which one?
The DeVault.
DeVault.
The DeVault website. Because they make every conceivable kind of device. It's devault.com.
Vault?
Just the letter D.
Oh, just
the letter D.
Okay.
Yeah. I sent the link, but maybe it didn't come through. Devault.com.
Got it. Oh, wow. I want that.
And then click on residential. There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Look at.
I don't know where to start. Holy moly.
They make some.
That is awesome. Oh yeah, this is the little package drop that he has. Oh wow.
Yeah. I don't see any prices on anything though.
And that's how you know it's expensive.
Yeah, that's know that it's expensive. Oh my gosh, you get to pick every color.
Yeah. Wow. This is like for custom homes and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And people were getting things other than the $11 microphone.
Right.
There people were getting, iPads and Sony MacBooks.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
I love
DeVault.
that. I just love it when I find a company that makes some product that's like so specific and they make it so well. It's like
yes, exactly.
I love that.
Exactly.
That is awesome. I think that we skipped the warehouse and went straight to the letter.
Oh my God, we did.
Should we go back to the warehouse?
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, you know what? This is not a warehouse item. Okay. So yes, go go knock on the door again, Chad.
Hey, a warehouse. We're here for you.
They're geeky and they're goofy. Together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Foghorn. So good we need to listen to that foghorn a second time.
Second time, exactly. That's why we are called professional podcasts.
Nobody else can do what we do.
No, and no
they
one
do it right.
would dare admit what we do. Mm-mm. Okay, Dick's Gadget Warehouse is these types of kids. My favorite gadgets. Art Newman sent this in. Here's a short video of a couple of relatively old gadgets in my personal warehouse. They power up, but they are no longer supported for their intended use. And he has one gadget that is amazing. Art, here's your video.
Hi, Dick and Chad. I'd like to share with you a couple of my favorite podcast and music listening gadgets, which unfortunately I can no longer use them that way because they're so ancient, but they were favorites of mine because of small size and convenient ease of use. The first was what I would call my Fat Nano.
Big Nano.
It still works. Unfortunately, you can't connect it to your computer to download a podcast or music to it any longer. But I love the color of it. I love the size of it. I had a little leather case for it that would clip it on my belt, and it was really lots of fun. That was replaced later on by this item, which is a Nano But
This I love.
They came out with some enterprising company came out with a strap for it, and because it had a clock app on it, then you could use it as a watch. And I actually carried around and used this as a watch for a year or so.
The real
this
original
was way before
Apple
the Apple
Watch.
Watch came out. This was probably back in
2010
or so. But it's also a complete Nano with used to have the ability to do all the sorts of things that a Nano does. Unfortunately, again, it's no longer supported by iTunes. So I don't know of any way to put something on there anymore. So these are just collector's items at the moment. But they were great fun while I had them, and I still kind of hang on to them, as you know we do with our old gadgets. Thanks again for the great show. I greatly enjoy it every week, and I hope we get a chance to see those on the show.
That's awesome. The only advice that I would have is sometimes you can get old software, so you can find out what the last iTunes version ran, what last iTunes version updated that, and you could get it so that you could still sync new music over to it. That's like my only bit of advice.
Oh, okay. I wanted Movie Maker. And I found that on what's the website where they go back and they
old software or something like that. I had to do that for Skype before. Yeah.
Chat room. Well, what's the name of the website where it's a Time Machine?
Oh yeah.
I went back to Time Machine, and Time Machine had
oldversions.com.
Old Version. There you go. Oldversion.com. So Art, that might be a help. And Art, you'll get the current issue of Mad Magazine, actually the last original of the Mad magazines. And you'll get one of those now, soon to be 40-year-old Alfred E. Newman pictures
makes me feel
for
good.
sending in your video.
The most popular old version is Skype 3.8.
What are we up to now?
I have no idea. 10 something.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. Oh my gosh, IE6, why? That should just die. But yeah, I've gone to oldversions.com to get old versions of stuff before. That is so funny. Thanks, Art, for the video.
Oh, thank you.
Fantastic.
And if you have a video, we have a video next week of someone else who has a very old gadget that we'll show. But we're always looking for new videos, especially if you've never submitted a video before. It's so easy. 2 to 3 minutes. It could be as short as a minute. And like Art here, just a horizontal picture, and we hear your voice and see the gadget. Put it on YouTube. You can click on listed when you upload it if you only want people with the URL to see it. And send us the URL, mail@gizwiz.tv. If you live in the United States, you'll get a copy of Mad, the latest issue, and an Alfred E. Newman picture. If you live anywhere else in the world, I will sign a picture to you and send you a high-res image. And I forgot the gentleman, it was 3 weeks ago. He sent in a video, and was it Finland? Whatever it was, I sent him a high-res image and said, let me know how this goes. And he emailed back, and he said, this is really great. Thank you so much. And I actually autograph it to you, so when you print it out at your end, it's a high-res image with your name and my name. Mail@gizwiz.tv. Get us those videos when you can, but soon.
Soon. We've already gone to the letter. So
we've already gone to the letter. Sure.
Yeah, I want to say thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/GizWiz. We promise to not use your contributions towards an IBO. We promise. We can 100% guarantee it will not go towards an IBO. Thank you so much over there on patreon.com. You guys are awesome. You support the show every single time we upload an episode. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you love the show, please consider giving back over at patreon.com/GizWiz. If you don't want to use Patreon, you can use PayPal over at our website, gizwiz.tv. Click on the Patreon tab, and there is a PayPal link just there underneath the Patreon banner. Speaking of gizwiz.tv, that is where you can see the show live. We're live just about every Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. And you can join the chat room, hang out, talk. It's great. If you don't catch it live, don't worry. We have all the previous episodes there on the website for you guys to enjoy. And you can subscribe on iTunes RSS or on YouTube. Head on over to gizwiz.biz. That's Dickie D's website, where he has fantastic articles about all of the gadgets that we cover on the show. While you're there, play What the Heck Is It? A game show online that you get to play to figure out, what this gadget is. And it's obvious to me. This is a type of table. They call it the invisibility table because the top of it is completely invisible. The middle has
that's nice.
Support
Very
part,
nice.
But there you go. Yeah. They had to discontinue it because people kept running into it. If you think you know what this is, get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. There are 6 Mad magazines for correct answers, 12 Mad magazines for funny, clever, hilarious, and interesting answers. So get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. That about wraps it up for our show. We'll see you.
Oh, we should remind people that we're on Thursdays, except for Thanksgiving week. We're going to be
on Wednesday.
Yeah, we're going to do it Wednesday, Thanksgiving Eve, so you can have a different kind of turkey on that Thursday.
See you then, or see you later.
I'll be here. This show is definitely not for children.
No.
Okay, we need a title and a photo.
Perfect. My mic started falling while I was talking about. What the heck is it? There we go. Don't know
you need a
about
photo
that.
with your mini mic.
Oh, yes.
Bought that.
Prohibitively expensive pooch.
The show not for kids, out of order. Thanksgiving is the week after next. You can bank on it. Oh. It's very,
if you're under
Stormy
13,
D
don't
has
watch.
something. It
is
barks and bites.
I like it.
You
I like
have to
that.
read it, but it's
Stormy
good.
D. Perfect.
That's
Here, let me
very clever.
record that here. Let me copy. It barks in bites. And bites. Not in bites. 3, 2. It's time for the Giz Wiz with Maz Mattistrider, Dick DiBartolo. This is episode 1753, recorded Wednesday, November 14th, 2019. It barks and bites.
Didn't you say Wednesday?
Did I say Wednesday? Wait, what did I say? What did I say? It's Thursday. Let me... Recorded Thursday. Shoot, what day is it? Okay, here we go. 3, 2. Recorded Thursday, November 14th, 2019.
Okay.
I'll edit that. Okie dokie. Here is the thumbnail. 3, 2. Nice.
Excellent. All right, chat room. So normal Thursday next week, and then the week after Wednesday.
Right.
Thanks for coming in a half hour late, everybody. And Chad, I'll talk to you next week.
Yeah. See you then.
Okay. Bye. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Thanks, Beatmaster. Bye.